To survive in the music industry, it is crucial to know how to reinvent yourself, to develop your music, your character, and your universe. Lil Nas X, in barely 2 years, went from being the most popular cowboy of recent years to offering a very hot dance to Satan. Yeah, big change of atmosphere. A few weeks ago, Lil Nas X triggered the Third World War on the internet with his song Montero, a single whose release was accompanied by the sale of a limited edition. I tried tons of things, no, not this one, the others, a pair of customized Nikes, taking up the symbolism associated with Satan, and which, according to the company in charge of its creation, contains a drop of human blood in each shoe. Inevitably, all this created a monstrous controversy, leading to the indignation of part of the public, calls for censorship of the clip, the intervention of certain politicians, and even a lawsuit from Nike. And yet, it would seem that this scandal, this totally chaotic situation, was, in reality, carefully planned in advance. Why did Lil Nas X make the choice to swap his cowboy boots for stiletto boots? This is what we will discover together in this episode of Brother Castor. Music. Our story begins at the end of 2018. Lil Nas X, then aged 19, releases the title Old Town Road. In his mind, he is convinced that this is the song that will make him break through. Except that, on paper, it's not so obvious. At that time, he is totally unknown, sleeping on his sister's couch because he has no money, and incidentally, he spent the last $50 he had to buy the instrumental found by chance on YouTube and recorded the song in less than an hour in a studio. Suffice it to say that, in terms of probability, Lil Nas X has as much chance of succeeding as I do of keeping my hair. My dad looks like that. And yet, he has a plan to achieve his goals. During the weeks following the release of Old Town Road, he floods the internet to promote the track. A strategy that pays off, as by early 2019, the song goes viral, especially on TikTok. Following its rise, the track enters the top American singles charts in 3 different categories: country, R&B/hip-hop, and all genres combined. Except that the song is quickly removed from the country category. A decision that sparks controversy and, thanks to the media coverage, propels the single into the stratosphere. On April 5, 2019, Lil Nas X releases the remix of Old Town Road, accompanied by Billy Ray Cyrus, a country legend who supports him. Music. Together, they achieve one of the greatest songs in music history. In its first week, the song takes first place in the US singles chart, a position it holds for 19 consecutive weeks, beating the previous record set by Mariah Carey and Boyz II Men in 1996. The song also becomes #1 in 19 different countries, and is later certified diamond in the United States. Lil Nas X has succeeded, and in the space of a few months, he goes from sleeping on a mattress on the floor at his sister's to giving his first concert at a festival in front of 80,000 people. But inevitably, after this monumental success, everyone wonders if he will be able to keep the momentum going. Even though Lil Nas X is now a giant, his success is such that, for many, he is destined to become a one-hit wonder, a short-lived success. Despite his detractors at the time, in addition to having the most stylish glasses in the galaxy, Lil Nas X is not a one-hit wonder. Since Old Town Road, he has released several songs like Panini, Rodeo, and Holiday. Music. And these tracks were certified respectively 5 times platinum, double platinum, and platinum in the United States. But the thing is, he is very ambitious and doesn't want to stop there. With a first album announced for summer 2021 and the desire to become an icon for a part of the population, Lil Nas X knows he has to hit hard. And he decides to use drastic measures. Google, how can I make sure to break the internet again? Lil Nas X uses the controversial trap card, and everything is set. After teasing its release for several months, on March 26, 2021, Lil Nas X drops the bomb. Montero, Call Me By Your Name. Music. The least we can say is that the clip, which includes many biblical references, provokes strong reactions. On one side, some accuse him of being an envoy of Satan, there to corrupt the youth. On the other hand, he receives support from part of the public for the message of self-acceptance that he wishes to convey. But that's not all. The same day, parallel to the release of the single, Lil Nas X announces the sale of Satan shoes, created in partnership with the company's IF. It's a pair of customized Air Max 97s, taking up satanic symbolism, with a pentagram and an inverted cross. And the cherry on the cake, each shoe apparently contains red ink mixed with a drop of human blood. Very bad idea. That will attract mosquitoes. Even though the 666 copies of the limited edition sell out in less than a minute on the internet, it's total chaos. Everyone gets involved. Artists, top athletes, politicians, religious representatives. Nike even has to intervene and publicly announce that they did not authorize the collaboration and are suing MCHF for trademark infringement. To calm the storm, Lil Nas X publishes a video on Twitter apologizing. In reality, it's a parody. And in addition to that, MCHF puts on sale a t-shirt printed with the legal summons they received from Nike. Their strategy is clear. Continue to fuel the controversy as much as possible. Lil Nas X even explains in a tweet that he and his team have been preparing the release of Montero for 9 months and that his opponents can't win. And it seems that, from a purely marketing point of view, he's not wrong. With the release of this single, Lil Nas X wanted to achieve 2 objectives. Increase the hype around his first album, which is coming soon, and encourage as many people as possible, through this song, to be fully themselves without compromise. And if we focus on the numbers, the results are there. In the first week, Montero becomes number 1 in the US singles chart and enters the rankings in 29 different countries. At the time I'm shooting this video, the song is already certified gold and platinum in the United States. And in less than 2 months, the clip has accumulated nearly 200 million views on YouTube. A huge success, due in part to the strategy put in place by Lil Nas X, deliberately seeking to create controversy. All the people who participate in the debate are, in reality, an integral part of his marketing campaign. Whether they hate him or support him, the media that covers the story, Nike filing a lawsuit, MCHF, every reaction, every criticism constitutes an additional opportunity to gain visibility. Ultimately, all the attention he generates is redirected to promote his music and reinforce the message he wants to convey. So, obviously there is a part of the population that totally disapproves of Lil Nas X, but we can imagine that most of the people who currently hate him for what he has done are, in any case, not part of the audience he is targeting with his music. For now, the negative repercussions for him are relatively limited. And for their part, even Nike and MSCHF ended up finding an amicable agreement after a few days. So, it would seem that once again Lil Nas X has succeeded. If you like this video and want me to make more, you know what to do. Leave a big thumbs up. I invite you to watch this video, where I explain why Bobby Shmurda was sentenced to 7 years in prison, partly because of a music video. I upload videos every week, so if you want to make sure you don't miss any, subscribe by clicking on my big head. And don't forget to activate notifications by clicking on the golden bell.